There it is, hunters and collectors, and do you see what I see?
Wow.
It's Malloy.
Can we please just can we introduce Kitty straight off the bat? Hi, Kitty. How are you?
Hello, I'm here. I'm very excited.
Did you hear any of the catastrophe today that
Kitty,
was the Song Whisperer?
I'd love to know what school you went to, Dave. I'm going to guess it wasn't a Catholic school.
No, it wasn't.
If you were singing that in church.
It was a high-tech school is what it was.
So did
back
you
in the
believe his
80s?
synopsis? Do you believe from the outset he wrote that synopsis?
I
I'm
was
not sure.
I was right there from the
Were
beginning,
you?
right up until you said confused for a hymn.
For a hymn, and the hymn you mentioned was what?
Well, I went How Great Thou Art first up. That's
Very similar.
heard that,
Very
haven't you?
similar.
But then, of
But
course...
hang on, that's not the same hymn. It's
No, well, I was confused at the time.
Because you were thinking of a Christmas carol.
I was, which is called... Kitty?
Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy.
Oh, my God. If you are tuning in just now, the show is off the rails. Jay has left,
Yeah,
and look what we've become.
rudderless.
And we're doing Mass for You.
We are
5:30.
doing mess for you at
Triple
home.
mess.
Who put that across your desk? What did you do? Did you find it in his bottom drawer?
I did find it. It was lingering around because Hunters and Collectors was coming up this week, and Jade left, and he'd left me a bit of work to do. So
I think he'd left you that to stitch you up.
I think you're absolutely right. Nails in the coffin, for
Kitty,
the Song Whisperer.
thank you for joining us. Have you been paying attention tonight? We'll get to
Yes.
that in just a moment. We were talking about best music
Yeah.
videos of all time.
Yeah.
There's a list out by Rolling Stone, the
Yeah.
Bible. Do you have a favourite? Is there something for you that you...
Cannot believe Agadoo, Black Lace, not in there. I mean,
What are you wrong
the
with
man
you?
dressed up as a pineapple. You know, how is that not the best video clip ever? Push pineapple. Yeah.
Right. Something tells me you're not taking this seriously. Are you aware of the song that was number one, Formation by Beyonce? Because we
Yeah.
can't, for the life of us, place
Haven't seen it.
You've seen
Well,
it?
yeah, I have seen it. It was, I think there was controversy about it being anti-police.
Oh,
But
right.
it was really just a,
Shake the
Black,
booty.
yeah, no, just black power. Be proud of yourself. Be a proud black woman. And then
Right.
she did the fantastic version of it. Even better version, I think, is the version they did at the Super Bowl,
Wow.
where they saluted the Black Panthers as well with the
Oh,
outfit.
So it's a
Wow.
tick in the box for you? You like it?
Absolutely
done.
fantastic.
And it
The
was
dancing's amazing.
Anti-police, which village people did too, which is why they had to get rid of the cop the cop character had to go because he was charged with exceeding his authority
Didn't know that. It's interesting.
on a number of occasions.
Right.
Didn't you know
No.
that?
Do you know?
He also
this is-
tried to get half-price McDonald's, which I believe policemen were.
Wow, okay.
This is how naive I was back then with those film clips.
Yes.
Both when you watch them now, the Village People and also every Freddie Mercury video.
Yes.
I had no idea any of them were gay.
I had no idea either.
no idea.
No, not.
No idea. I used
No,
to love
just-
the way they dressed up. I want to be chiefy.
I've
what
got
I
the
used
album
to
Can't
say.
Stop the Music at home. I loved it.
I thought I might have had a shot with the construction worker if you just.
Well, I'll tell you who did have a shot with a construction worker. Well, I won't because I might get in trouble.
I bet it wasn't a lady.
No, it wasn't. It was Paul Hester. Well, I can
way.
because Paul Hester told the story.
Okay.
Paul Hester told the story, and he told it on radio. So I let it appear. But he had a run in with a construction worker from the Village People.
Right.
Right. And, and I'm not saying it was in any way sexual, but I think it was. He said, "Why don't you come back to my hotel room? I'm staying at the Hilton.
Yeah.
I'm staying at the Hilton, room 626 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'll do it." And Paul goes, "There's no way I'll be doing that." But just out of interest, he's driven past the Hilton, and there's one light on the second top floor. He, to this day, did
Yeah.
maintain it was half a chance. So
Unreal.
that's a good clip. You mentioned Village People and all those people from the 80s, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Now,
Yeah.
80s is big for you, and fashion in particular. Tell you what to do. Hold that thought. When we come back, we're going to discuss it.
Oh, we've got a lot to
at
discuss.
length.
I'm looking at it
There's a
right
bit
now.
going on.
Kitty Flanagan's with us. Malloy,
Kitty.
have you been paying attention? Back 8:40 tonight on Channel 10 with Glenn Robbins, Marty Sheargold, Ann Edmonds, Ed Cavalier, and Kitty Flanagan. And Marty Sheargold, yeah, I mentioned that. He's on the
Triple
show
M's
tonight.
own. He'll
Yeah.
be great as always. Hoping Glenn Robbins pulls his weight for once.
Oh, he's all right. He turns up late, he leaves early. But,
Yeah, that's right.
A
Has a couple of senior moments.
couple of the
Couple of
segments in the
senior-
middle he put in.
He was good in the 80s. Now, we're going to talk 80s. Have you been paying attention tonight? What's the time?
8:40, Channel 10.
8:40.
Supposedly.
Yeah. After Survivor.
What's it on after?
Survivor.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's still whacking away, is it?
Yeah, it's
All
good.
right, good stuff. Now, I love the show. It's fantastic. You're always excellent on it. You seem to know a lot about a lot of things. What about 80s fashion? We were talking about this. I've got a picture here of you. True or false?
Kitty.
That is you.
That is me and do you want to know what age I'm at?
I'm going to say 38,
Yeah.
42.
That's very generous of you because I would have said 51. I would have said that's last year.
Yes.
But no, I'm 15.
Oh, no kidding.
And that's
Why is your hair like that?
why is my hair like that?
Well, you're like this.
I went to the hairdresser and they blowed my hair. Like they did it.
Jesus.
They did it straight, but basically because I've got so much hair, they turned it into a helmet. So it's like I arrived on the back of the motorcycle, took the helmet off, but I just had a complete impression
neat.
of the helmet
Are
underneath.
we posting that somewhere,
On our
guys? If anyone
Instagram
wants to see
right
it
now.
on our Instagram,
Yeah, boy.
we want a good laugh. Have a look at a young.
But
I
80s
see you.
fashion.
And what are you
why?
wearing?
Yeah, what is that?
Is that
What
taffeta?
am
I don't know what
wearing?
taffeta is, but it looks like taffeta.
It's taffeta and silk. Yeah, they're the choices of a young person.
With a bow? Is there a bow on
There's
your
a
skirt?
giant sash.
Oh, Kitty.
It's like a female cummerbund.
And you know what? I put that outfit together myself. I said to Mum, look, you know what this outfit's lacking? A sash. Would you make me... My mum had to sew a giant black sash for me to tie
So
around
you've
it.
controlled this entire
Oh,
look.
you bet I have.
You've curated this look.
Even though it looks like I've got that out of Auntie Morag's wardrobe, who's,
It's
you
very
know,
conservative,
who's
isn't
the
it?
Commodore's wife at the yacht club. That's what it looks like. But yeah, and that's why I don't understand. The kids now are trying to bring back 80s fashion.
Why are they
Just
doing
Yeah.
it? Why?
have a look.
We were there. We had to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Every
You
other
don't.
every other sort of decade of fashion, you can look back at the movies and go, yeah, that's not that's a tidy look from the
Yeah.
60s. That's
Yeah.
not too bad from the 70s. Some of those tight
Yes.
pants suited some men. But you look back at the 80s, Working Girl. Like for a minute, if you watch Melanie Griffith in Working Girl, you think, oh, is this a movie about Amish people? Is she on Rumspringer? Because she just is dressed in some fat Amish lady's clothes.
That's right.
And
Well,
yet she's quite a hot sort of 20-something.
that was the style of the time.
It was the style.
Is there anything that's
Women do
hung
it
over
again.
from there that you can possibly...
I don't know what you could possibly bring back. We all just, when you're at your smallest, in your teens and your 20s, we all just dressed like big balloon
I had a
ladies.
pair of leather pants. Can I tell you,
You
that?
wore
This
le-
would be shocking to you.
You wore leather
But
pants.
at one stage, I had a pair of leather pants.
You're on Hey Hey It's Saturday in those pants.
Stop it, Dave.
Oh,
You
gee,
don't
there's
need
a
to
photo.
draw unnecessary attention to
You
it.
and Red Simons.
You were lucky to get away with those pants. You have to be the perfect size to wear leather pants. Like if you're a woman, it's really dangerous. If you wear leather pants as a woman
Right.
and you're not the right size, from behind, if you're too skinny, you're going to get mistaken for a,
Dude.
you know, cock rock band member. If you're too big, you're going to get mistaken as a couch. It's like,
And
I
friction
don't know.
burns.
Yeah, it's
We'll
just
hear you
best to
coming.
avoid them. It's just best to avoid them.
I had a pair which I bought off my girlfriend's hairdresser. If that goes any way to
You bought
explaining,
second-hand leather pants.
off my girlfriend's hairdresser.
Hairdresser.
But
I
Mick,
unpacked
you
that.
can't wash them. What did you do? Wipe them out?
Oh, I turned them into chaps.
dear
Joined the
God.
village people. Well, you know, we didn't. It was a free of time. You couldn't. I still look better than Red Simon, I've got to say, in that picture.
Did you
Now,
have to grease up to get them on?
Yeah.
no, I didn't. I was
Talcum
kind
powder?
of surprised to you. I wasn't always this portly.
I'm not suggesting.
By your
you
own
were
suggestion, I
portly.
couldn't wear them now.
I'm not suggesting.
And I did have a pair of brown leather pants, which I was going to wear in my cover band for the Doors. Yeah, I was going. So my plan was to come out as Jim Morrison, wearing no top, brown leather pants, and I come out and I go up to the microphone and I go, "Mr. Mojo Rising," and that's as far as I got. I didn't even get
That
a
was it?
band. No, never got out of the house. Oh dear, we were
Shame you
talking.
didn't do some hymns in those pants.
We were talking off air. All right.
It's Mick coming in his squishy.
All right, everybody. Have you been paying attention tonight?
Yes.
Channel 10.
Yes.
You're always good. Have I done something wrong? Will I be back?
Okay.
They just
You
never...
ask this question all the time. Talk to the producers. You know the people there.
Pick up the
You
phone.
know I
I'll
don't
call
produce it.
Have fun tonight.
Thanks, mate.
Be good. It's
8:40,
always a pleasure.
Channel 10. Kitty Flanagan there. Dave O'Neill not far away. It's Malloy on Triple M.